Hello, my name is Yogini Rasa and I'm certified open yoga teacher. Today I'm going to tell you how you will study on the online yoga courses. It is very important to know before you start the learning. As you might have noticed, yoga can be divided in many different kinds and directions. Thereby, each kind of yoga has a separate course. Also, individual courses are on the topics related to yoga, as well as on the ancient texts and something about the history. And you will gradually learn them step by step, starting with the first thing and going to the next one. You will be able to access the next step and the next course only when you have completed the previous one. And it is just logical, like at any school, you start somewhere and you go on when you are done with the previous one. So the next step of the course will be visible when you have completed the previous one. It means you have passed the test. And when you have completed all the parts of the specific course, all the steps, and you have passed all the tests, including handed in your homework and it has been checked, you are granted the access to the next course. It is necessary to avoid many misunderstandings and many mistakes people make, because sometimes people kind of do the right thing but in the wrong order. And it gives the problematic issues in the course of the time. What we will do is that we will regularly update resources based on your suggestions, and thereby we suggest you to have a regular check of the materials once again. On each page you can see when the last updates were made. So take a look if you have passed tests and the material before that, and maybe it is useful to return there. So what else? The courses as such are divided in steps. Courses are based, as I said, according to the kinds and topics related to yoga. Each course has several steps, maybe up to 10 or maybe just 2 or 3, and you need to see every step individually. Each step contains the information, both video or audio, and the text materials. You have to study them both, because some of the material is not included in the video, but something essential might not be in the text. So in order to pass tests successfully and from the first try, you go and study both of them. We really are not able to tell your exact time that you will need for the studies, because some people prefer to do it very quickly as they have some prior background or it's very clear to them. Some people require to see the video or read the material several times. On the top of every course we have given the approximate time that you will need, but of course some people will do it twice as faster and some people might need 3 times more than it is given. We have tried to make each lesson to be from 30 to 60 minutes. However, some lessons are longer because they are requiring more time. But we are really trying to be effective with your time, and thereby lessons will be as short as possible for you to save your time. You can use this material that you are being given to print it out, to save it, to download. However, all the material that is available on the course will be available all the time. It's not going to be like when you are done with the test that it's going to be closed, or either you hand in the homework and it gets closed. No, it's going to be open to you all the time and it's going to be free. When you come to the end of each step, you will see that there is a test. Test is giving you many benefits. It makes you more focused when you are reading the material or listening to it. It gives you a review of the material once again, and it kind of verifies your knowledge on the past test, and it gives the feedback to us if we have been successful in explaining some things to you, or there needs to be some other ways that we need to express them. So take the test, see how it goes. If you have any problems, please don't hesitate to contact us. Also, the fact of memorizing is very important, and you might notice that in some materials we keep on repeating some things like the principles of yoga definition, and some other aspects that are related to the topic. We are not wasting your time, but the fact of memorizing was important already in the ancient times, and thereby we don't see the reason to give it up. You repeat and repeat and repeat, and finally it goes deeper and you have the better understanding. Some of you might think, oh, yoga, so it means that it's completely practical. Why do we need some theory? We need theory, at least our experience shows that this is the right approach to this area, and thereby the first courses, before we go to the kinds of yoga individually, will be purely theoretical, and you will be able to access the more practical information as well as the poses of Hatha yoga, some explanations, Kriya yoga, pranayama yoga, mantra. This all is going to come, but with the time, just in order to avoid mistakes. And thereby we ask you for a little bit of patience, and you'll see when you start practicing why it's important. And one more thing, if you study at your own pace. This is the advantage of our courses, that we are not limiting you in time. However, from time to time, in order to kind of make our servers lighter and faster working, we update them, and if you haven't been on the courses for 6 months, your user account may be deleted. So keep your homework, your materials with you, and if you have any problems, then contact us. But as you can see, everything is well structured, and all you have to do is start learning and passing the test also on this material. See you soon. Good luck.